What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This reading is going to be on manifestation. What is the things that we want to manifest? And let's just discuss a few things as we go. I will be using oracle cards for this reading. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Hopefully you guys had a good day. It is at nighttime at this time it's recording. So hopefully you guys, by the time I upload this video, y'all check it out. Hopefully you guys had a good day so far. If things are going rough, just remember, rainbows come after rainy moments, right? Oh, stay hydrated. I will continue to advertise this bad boy. I love this thing, man. I've been drinking a lot of water since I've got this. Like, ever since I got this water bottle, it's like, it just helps out so much because they give you little motivation quotes and then you got the times and everything. And then it's like, you drink a cup of water. Like, I used to have this habit where I drink a cup of water and then I won't drink water for the rest of the day just because I don't really get around to, filling the cup back up or whatever. But with this, I fill it up in the mornings or in the evenings, and then I put this right. And another thing, I used to have a cup, and I put right by my bed. But what happens is I kick it over or whatever, so I just stop bringing water in my room. Now it's like I put this right by my bed. I ain't gotta worry about kicking it over. Nothing. Things is very useful. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta worry about it tipping over. Nothing. The water stays room temperature all day long. And then you just sip from it all day. You never gotta worry about being dehydrated. So, very convenient. I know that had nothing to do with you guys reading, but you know what I'm saying? I just gotta share that. Sometimes you just gotta each one teach one, I believe in. So I feel like everybody just teaches each other little movements and little things that we've learned, right? It's just gonna be a little quick reading for you guys. I just like to do one mornings, afternoons, and nights. So if you ever check out my channel, I post 3 a day. So you will be informed with three different messages a day. The mornings is normally just I just pick a deck and I go with it. Afternoons is I try to do a sign. So whatever sign you guys are, I have cards that tell me the sign. So I just go for the signs in the afternoon, and then in the evenings you can check in for a manifestation. I always do manifestation in the evening because I do believe in ending the day on a positive note. You know what I mean? So that we have the motivation to wake up in the morning. Because if you had a good night, 9, 10 times you're gonna have a great morning. You know what I mean? So you go to sleep on a positive note, and you wake up on a positive note. It's like watching a horror movie before you go to sleep. 9, 10 times you watch a horror movie, you're gonna have nightmares. So typically, I like to end on a good note. Even if my day's been shitty, I'll try to always end on a great note. You know what I mean? All right, Spirit, what you got for us? What you got for us? Be proud of yourself. You know what I mean? Through thick and thin. Always remember the things that you've accomplished. I don't care if it's something so small like graduating from community college or being ahead of your class in high school. I don't know what it is, what it could be. It could be something, sorry guys. It could be something smaller than that, you know what I mean? It could be something that people would deem as small, but be proud of what you've accomplished, you know what I mean? Look at the things that you've made out. Like, I know me personally, I didn't go to college. I was trying to, but situation didn't end up how I planned it, but I didn't go to college, but I still graduated high school, and it was great for me because I was the guy that Christmas tree my exams and all of that. So it was like I didn't take it seriously until like the 11th grade, and I'm comfortable with sharing that because I got a diploma. You see what I'm saying? And it's not about graduation. I'm not talking about that, but it's just the simple fact of being proud of the things that you've accomplished because you know you put in the work. I was staying after school to get that diploma. I started having a hustle. You feel me? So be proud of the little things, even if it's small things, even if it's things that people say you should have done that anyway. Like if you're taking care of your kids and they're like, well, you should do that anyway. No, be proud of the fact that you're staying strong because that is a big responsibility. Even though we overlook it and we feel like people are obligated to do things, you're still human. You still have characteristics. You still have bad days. You could quit any moment, but you choose not to. So be proud of that aspect, right? Okay. What else you got for us, Spirit? And we'll be doing the deck of 8, so just hold on. It's reading probably gonna be about 15 minutes. Well, I know you guys will see it when the reading is done. Talk less, feel more is what came up for you. This could be indicating that whatever dream or journey that you have, try to just do more of it. You know what I mean? I know I have like a routine where it's hard somewhat sometimes. Like I know I exercise and all that, so getting starting the activity is difficult. You know what I mean? Especially when I just come home, I want to relax and all that. But I know that if I do it, I will be on the track on my journey to where I want to become. Same with you guys, goals and dreams. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve at YouTube, an influencer, football, any sport you're trying to play, any position you're trying to get in a career choice, any college you're trying to finish up, whatever it is it might be, right? Everybody has their own passions. Everybody has their own, journeys in life. But what I can say is, it can all be applied in the same manner. Meaning, you put the time in, you get what you get out what you put in, right? So, talk less, feel more is just like that. I want you guys to feel more, like do more of it, even if it's researching, even if it's buying a home. Let's say your dream is to buy a house, right? Even if it's researching for an hour a day, you know what I mean? Researching all the things you need to have in place, regardless of the finance. Let's just say you cut finance out the picture, and then you know that, okay, with a house comes lawyer fees. This reading might take a little more than 15 minutes because I'm seeing. I like to go deep into it and really explain to you guys. But like I said, you can learn all the details. So it doesn't just have to be financial gain. You know what I mean? It could be different things. But we're gonna try to keep the pace. You know what I mean? All right. The next one we have is embrace the flow of life. Sometimes I have trouble with this, but I try to. How can I put this? When I say I have trouble with this, it means like I would think that like I'll plan it. Let's say I come home at 7 or whatever, right? Because I have like something to do. Say I want to train or whatever. Sometimes it'd be like right now it's currently like 8:06 of this recording. I kind of plan to come home and train, but it's kind of getting a little late. But I'm still going to train. I just have to embrace the flow of it. You know what I mean? I kind of have to look at it like this, okay, instead of coming home, let me do a reading, because I know I got to do a reading anyway tonight. So let me do the reading first while I'm fresh in these clothes. And then by the time I train, I'm probably going to be a little tired, so that I could just go chill off on the couch or something. That way I'm not working on getting more tired and then feeling too lazy to even do a reading. Or tired and you guys are like, why is your eyes all droopy? You feel me? I'm not even paying attention because you're like all over the place because you look tired and you know you're tired. So why you come on this internet if you're tired? You know what I mean? So you guys understand what I'm trying to say with that. It's like, even though it didn't work out directly how I expected it to today because I have other things going on, but I still gotta embrace the flow of life. And I ask you guys do the same. Sometimes the time is not always going to be accurate on the same position, but you could still be flexible with things. You know what I mean? Like even if you're studying time or things like that, you can kind of say, okay, maybe I can eat first, or like, okay, for an example, let's say you guys are out, right? And you typically eat dinner on like 6 o'clock, whatever. And then if you want to treat yourself to some dinner, you know what I'm saying? Go buy some food and then hop back on schedule. You can do that too. So it's just kind of embracing the flexibility of life and not feeling so strict. You know what I mean? Because once we feel strict and then we feel like we didn't accomplish it, we end up getting discouraged, and then that ends up not even like if you get discouraged because you wasn't exactly on time with things, then what happens is your energy goes down, and then when your vibrations low, you typically don't even want to do it. You give yourself that excuse, and I'll do it tomorrow. And really, let's do it today. Let's find a way to do it today. You know what I mean? What if we only had today? You got to think of it like that. What if today was our last day on Earth? So I want you guys to take each and every day, and that's exactly what successful people do. Like people that we idolize and think that are successful, that is what they do. Like they don't. Most times, I don't know about all of them. I can't say all of them. Of course, everybody has their own gimmicks, but I can say that, it feels so much better when you find a way around your situation to be able to still get things done. You just feel better after you do it, right? You feel good about yourself. Like today, not even gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna be upfront. I hit 31 subscribers today. I saw another person subscribe. Now it's crazy because I actually lost a subscriber. I think I was at 28 one time. Now I'm at 30. I woke up to 30 today, but when I came back home after dropping a video, I got 31. But it's crazy because I remember I had 20. I remember I had 30, and then I went down to 29, and then went back up to 30. But it's like it's there moments that kind of I'm like not really worrying with subscriber count, but it's just crazy to see the channel growing. You know what I mean? So I think from me just being consistent is of course what's paying off. And I feel like that's the same thing with you guys, whatever journeys you're trying to get, trying to gain. And I've done the same tactic with other jobs and other career choices too, and they work for me. Just be consistent and look at the longevity of things. And by you looking longevity, it allows you to be consistently every day, or at least multiple times throughout the week, and then next thing you know, you start seeing results. No matter, even if people is not supporting you like you think they are, there's still people out there that will support you. Everybody's got their own feel of life and things like that. So I just want you guys to think open-minded when it comes on to these things. Push through any insecurities. Believe me, no matter what journey you have, you're always gonna have fears and always gonna have be nervous. I remember when I first started YouTube, I was a little nervous. But I can promise you this: once you find your own way of doing things, like I have my own way of reading cards. Once you have your own way of doing things, and you're gonna be nervous, and that's a good thing because it means you care, right? If you're not nervous about something, it don't mean you don't really care that much. So it's a good thing that you care. It means you're passionate about it, or it means at least you're afraid to mess up, which is really good, because 9 10 times you're gonna be more efficient. If you ever have like a server, like a waiter or things like that, you want them to actually care about their job because they're going to be serving you your food. Like the chef in the kitchen, you want him to actually care about the food that he's making, right? Same like a mechanic. So it's like you gotta look at yourself the same way, and you're gonna have these insecurities about yourself. The nerves are gonna kick in. The butterflies gonna be kicking in your stomach, but that's all natural. And once you understand that that's natural, and it comes with it comes with trying new things and it comes with new things, and once you understand it, you can take it on better. So I want you guys to just have that flexible mindset to realize that, okay, I'm gonna have good things about myself. I'm gonna have things I didn't work on. They're not bad things. I learned this when I was in where I'm from. That's not an army. It's more of a regiment. And when I was in the regiment, that's what they told us. Because I'm just from an island. I'm from Bermuda, so it's just a regiment, right? And while I was in there, one of the leaders told me, you don't have bad points, you have work on points. We all have work on points. We all have things we can work on. It's not bad. It's just work on points. Whatever it is that you're not good at, or you feel like you're terrible at, or you feel like it needs a lot of work, it's just work on points. So I don't know if your communication skills, I don't know what it is, but you can work on these things. And accept those things about yourself, because just as you're willing to accept the great things, the rewards, you got to be willing to accept what you need to work on. Because until you accept it, you can move on. You know what I mean? So let's just start accepting the things that we need to work on, and we can begin from there. But push through them. Don't allow you being. I remember Steve Harvey said at one point he was when he was in his classroom, and he said that he wanted to be on a TV show, and his teacher said, how can you be on a TV show when you stutter and things like that, and I knew he used to have a stuttering problem. My thing is he worked through it, and now look at him. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to realize the same thing. You got to work through the things that kind of prevent you, or kind of look as they prevent you from doing a certain thing. You got to kind of just work through those situations, because you never know what could come out of them. You really do. You really don't know whatever could come out of them. Next, we have cool your emotions, and this could be just like walking off, not even walking away from your situation, but just not thinking too much about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of just moving on from it. Like, we're all gonna get upset. We're all gonna get angry. We're all gonna get it's just different emotions that we're all gonna experience in our lifetime, but we're all human. You know what I'm saying? We say things, we do things. It is what it is, and we just gotta kind of move on from that experience. Like, if somebody got you upset, let's just try to look past that. I'm not saying look past what they said, but find things that can help relax you. You know what I'm saying? So you can be more at ease. Now, what I've learned is, especially with certain people, I expect certain people to say certain things. Like, I've realized that, so I've learned to mentally prepare myself for it. You know what I mean? And that prepares you for the next thing to come. Typically, if a stranger comes up to you and verbally assaults you, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be angry, but after a while you're gonna forget, and then they're gonna go in the category of a stranger again. It's typically when your family or somebody you're close to verbally says something you don't like, and that's when you keep that energy on you. You use like you're resentful. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just like, I'm so hurt. I can't believe it came from them. I'm sorry, you guys. This reading is over 15 minutes. I'm still got like 3 more cards, but hey, this what Spur wants me to let y'all know. So, like I said, typically you're resentful. So just prepare your mind for this conversation that you know you might have with the people close to you. If you guys might get upset from things that people say, keep that in mind of the things that may happen, and just find things that even if you just gotta go silent, like go quiet time, just so each of the tension just seeps on. Even if you know what I'm saying, even if you're the one that goes quiet and they're the one that keeps talking, like you just gotta do what you gotta do. I just like to do what I have to do so that I remain calm and cool and collect, so I can bring myself back together. Because I'll say things that I typically, you know what I'm saying, don't really mean, but I say it and I mean in the moment, but it ain't really like, sometimes people take what I say overboard. So it's like, okay, all right, fine. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own opinion of what whoever says what. So if somebody says something to me, I just have to learn to, okay, just collect my thoughts. Let's let the tension cool down, and then, you know what I'm saying, we go from there. So that's basically what that is with cool your emotions. Just find things that you like to do. Like me, I'll go work out or I'll go for a run, because it's way better to admit that you're upset, you're angry, and go do something to diffuse that, then sit there and be like, nah, I'm good, and then you're not even trying to get to, like, they think you're fine, but you know you're not fine, and then you're not even trying to get off of that energy. You're just sitting there in that energy and just pissed off. Nah, you're gonna end up doing something crazy. That's why a lot of people do something crazy they regret later, because they didn't go for a run, they didn't go and do a coloring book, they didn't go play the game. Go play the game. Go watch some TV. Do something that's going to literally fuse you on. Go for a walk. Going for a walk is a great vibe to just get out of that earth. But yeah, just want to let you guys know. Read a book or something. You know what I'm saying? Do something positive instead of blowing out fuse gas. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. All right, next one we have is work through your feelings. This is a big one. I just saw a video on I'm so sorry, I forgot this guy's name. It was just popped up on my feed. It was like how to go to work when you don't feel like it, and it was related to that, because I feel like I really damn near mastered this technique. Like trust me, I'm got this workout plan, like the same exact workout routine, but it's starting it. I'm not a lazy person, but it's starting it that kind of gets me sometimes, because I'm waking up in the morning. I'm like, first thing I'm doing is that. You feel me? But it's starting the activity. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I blank my mind. I just blank it. I like literally tell myself, not like I don't even think about it. I just start it. Like, cause I feel like when we think about it, our feelings get attached, and we're just like, I don't feel like doing that right now. You know what I mean? Even if it's good or bad. Like typically, if it's bad or if it's something that obviously it's work, right? Your body's got to be moving. So if you think too much about it, you're just gonna find yourself like hyperventilating in a way about it, because you're gonna be like, man, I don't really want to do this right now. You're gonna start second guessing yourself. So I just started the activity. I remember who said this one. It was the Hodge twins, and then they said I guess somebody commented, how do you find the motivation to do something or whatever, or work out or whatever the case is. And this out there be working out. This could be studying for school. This could be whatever it is that you guys are going through. But what you do is, because sometimes you just gotta, like, I remember my last job, I had to, you when you resign from a job or a full-time job, you gotta go for that last month or 2 weeks or whatever. So I respectfully, you have to go. Not, obviously, physically you don't have to go, but it's just the right thing to do if you want to keep a good record. So I just had to tell myself, even though because I had a passion, it wasn't nothing wrong with the job specifically, like, it wasn't nothing like, but I just had more that I wanted to do in life. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got this passion at home, but it's like, which is this, but I'm like, I still gotta go to this place. So okay, cool. What I do is I just wake up in the morning, even though I'll be upset in the inside, I just turn my because I'm on a bike, got a motorcycle. I turn my motorcycle on and I go, and I just show up and I just begin. Even though I feel bad and don't really want to be there, or you know what I'm saying, just in general don't want to work, I just start the activity. Well, I would rather, let me say this, I would rather be somewhere else. I just start the activity until the time is finished, then I can kick into this. Sometimes, like, look, sometimes, some situations, it'd be like, starting the tarot is kind of different, because starting, like, actually getting the equipment set up and recording, it's kind of like, I start procrastinating a lot of times, because now I just hop on, press record button, and just start speaking. So that's a big thing with procrastination, and a lot of that comes from our feelings and how we feel about the task that we're doing. So what I can say is what the Hodge twins, I know they told me, or from a video I saw, was just start the activity, and a lot of that stuff will go, by the time you get halfway, you're going. You're already done the activity, basically. Like, you feel so much better that you, so just start it, right? That's probably the best thing I can say. Like, that's one of the best advices I've got. I just start the activity. If I don't feel like working out, I just start working out, and then by the time I'm halfway through, I'm like, hey, that wasn't too bad. Take inspired action. And that's pretty much what I just did. Like, what I said that I did, like, I was inspired from the Hodge twins as far as, like, exercising and doing things like that. So I just went ahead and worked out. Like, I said, okay, I'm inspired, and then I took action. So it says take inspired action. I was inspired, and I took action. So how I was inspired to just start to work out, and I started doing it, and it works. I want you guys to do the same. If I say something that resonates with whatever you guys are going through, or whatever it is that you find any sort of value to your life, I just ask that you just take action to it. Even if I just associated the Hodge twins, and you heard that advice, and you know about the Hodge twins, you're like, oh man, that's dope. Like, let me go ahead and try that. You feel me? Let me just start my exam. Let me just start studying. Let me just start reading a book. Let me just start, I don't know, playing Call of Duty or whatever, and beating the I don't know what you guys' goals are or dreams are, or whatever the case is in life, but whatever it is, just start it. Like literally, once you just start it, like, I remember even this YouTube stuff, I just had to start. Gotta start somewhere, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for no huge audience or nothing, but if it happens, it happens, you know, it's cool. But I just have to start each video. Every time I hop on a video, I'm just gotta start it, set up all my details. I've got my recording going, my mic going, I've got my video thing going, I've got my other video up top that you see with the card. So I just have to press 3 records and go in, pull my cards out, and just start it off. Because I know at the end of the day, this is what I've committed myself to. So I need to hold my end of the bargain if I expect to see any type of results, any type of feedback, any type of just in general. Like, if I expect to help others, I want to see some type of feedback. Last one we have for you guys for tonight is open up to change. I struggled with this at first, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I got my first apartment, and once I got married and stuff, you know, it gets a little different when, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean, when you go from single to the relationship to being married, it's different, you know what I'm saying? It's like certain things you kind of gotta switch up a little bit. Like, I remember I used to, of course. Funny, because I used to, when I was at my mom's house, like, you know, your mom, like, she was, like, as a man, she'll come in, she'll smell the room, and I'm up her pumping in the room, you know what I'm saying? I'm going crazy, I'm sweating. When you're a teenager, you feel me, you do that naturally, and you don't think about it. Until your mom walks in, she's like, oh man, they don't smell right. And then, of course, me, I'm not really thinking on what she's saying. I'm just thinking, like, what, she's hating on me type of vibe, like, on some BS, right? And then it's like, get my own apartment, I go back into that same habit, right? Go back, pumping iron in the room. Get married, it's different, because you got another woman, you got a woman in the house that's smelling the smell and stuff like that, and which she's absolutely right. So what I did, I take my workout outside. But now I'm got a clothes, I'm got somewhere to hang my wet clothes, you know what I'm saying? I can work out in the rain, doesn't matter. So, and my room don't stink. And this is my work room too, so that's why I'm happy that I'm not working out in my work room as well, right? So Long story short, that's all I'm letting you guys know. I had to be open up to change to better the entirety of my life, not just where I wanted to or whatever, but I don't have to worry about where my sweat drips when I'm outside. I don't have to worry about a lot of these things no more. And along the way, I'll develop a better workout method. You know what I mean? And this doesn't have to be with exercising when I say open up to change. It's different things you could be open up to. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like I said, I had my first apartment. What recently moved since then? First apartment. You know, when you get your first apartment, it's like, oh, you're like, oh man, this is nice, and da 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 da. Then we get your partner, you guys move up. You got to be willing to open up to a bigger environment, to different things, to just different things in general. Just be open-minded. You know what I mean? You can't be closed-minded with certain things. If somebody's trying to tell you something and it's relatable to your life, just take a listen, because there might be something in that sentence that might help you out. The rest of it might be BS, but there might be something in there that you can take a listen in, and you can actually. So sometimes, like, even my people would tell me, like, I probably ain't gonna listen to you first and foremost, because I probably be blacked out so much people, because I don't know if a lot of people is real or fake. So I'll hear you, but I low key ain't really listening to you until like 2 days later. You feel me? I'll take it and I'll put it in the back of my head what you said, but I'm not like if I know somebody has done me word in the past, I'm not gonna like straight up listen to you and put my time and energy into actually taking in what you're saying, but I'll hear you and I'll put it in the back of my head. And then 2 days later, I'll just sit back and I let it digest, and I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. All right, cool, bet. That's how I like to rock. So it's like a lot of times, man, I know what I'll be like, yo, one thing about you, you take information in and you just like, you sit on it, you think about it. So I think that's way more important than, like, I'd rather somebody hear me and put that information in and then just sit back and just think about it, than somebody listen to me and not even take nothing in. Like, literally, like, they're listening, but they can't absorb the information. You know what I mean? So I rather the other way around. I rather somebody hear me and then absorb it later, because it gives them some time to think. You ever like read a book and then it's like, or no, forget that. You ever been in classroom before with a teacher and they're just talking, and you can't even soak in what they're talking, so you just heard gibberish at that point because you can't even memorize what they're saying. It's like taking notes. It's like you can't even write everything down, so it's just like, hey, you ain't gonna go. Most times we don't go back and actually read them notes. I don't know. I didn't. I know I didn't. You feel me? I like to learn. You feel me? I like to learn hands-on. I like to learn as I go. I like to really memorize and understand what you're telling me. You feel me? So once we guys know and understand and really memorize all this stuff, that's when the information really kicks in. I don't know if you guys ever like, I don't know if you guys, how old you guys are, but I don't know if you guys like pay bills and all of that. Let's say you guys pay bills for the first time. You know, when you first do it, that's when you really understand it. Until then, when your parents and all that telling you about bills and all that, you're hearing it, but you ain't really listening. You'll still turn on the lights and all that until you start paying your bills. You're like, all right, cool. Now you remember all what they were saying. Now you just know these little tricks. Nobody had to tell you because you had already heard it. You wasn't doing it back then, but now you're just flicking off the lights. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into all the electricity bills and all that. That's not what we're here for. But yeah, be open up to change. That was your message for the day, or that was the last message for this reading. Again, appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. As always, end you guys with a quote. As you guys see on my YouTube picture, I don't know if y'all peeped that, but if you check it, I know when y'all come to the page and y'all hit the platform, you see a wise one once said. And I'm gonna let you guys on a secret, or not even a secret, but to be on time is to be early, and that's what a wise one once told me. So I'm just gonna keep giving you guys the wise information that I've learned, and I ask that you guys reciprocate that to either me back or to other people as well. One thing you can do for me is you can drop a comment in the comment section. You drop a wisdom quote. Really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We always want to share the wisdom around her and share the knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is everything. Without knowledge, you can't do nothing. We all need to know things before we start them, right? Like building a house. You want to make sure that person knows what they're doing. Not just that anybody could physically build a house, but if they don't know what they're doing, you don't want to build your house, right? Another thing relating to houses, I was thinking this when I was running. A house built easily is a house. Sorry, a house that's built easily is a house that's easily destroyed. So a house built easily is a house that's easily destroyed. And somebody's probably did that quote before, but just a quick reminder for you guys that's going through a lot of hard times. You're getting built up to not be broken down easily the next time. That's the whole point of God building you up and getting you that structure. But I gotta head out. Like I said, had a little thing today, so I had to be a little flexible. So now I'm about to do my little training. Hopefully y'all do your thing and stay on top of your game. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, a wise one once. We probably ain't even gonna do that every time because I'm messing up already. But yeah, I'll check you guys later though.